Hey there, you want to know what the one thing is that I was dead wrong about when it comes to narcissists? I'm going to share that with you in today's video. I'm Rebecca Zung, and I'm an attorney, and I am an author, and I'm a narcissist negotiation expert, and I have a passion. I'm on a mission, a crusade to give you step-by-step guidance and exactly what you need in order to be able to deal with, manage, and shift that dynamic with narcissists so that you are the more powerful one and they are not. So if that's you, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell, and that way you'll get notified when I upload new content. So let's talk about the one thing that I was dead wrong about when it comes to narcissists. So let me just start by saying this. I am a lawyer. I spent a lot of time litigating very high conflict, high net worth divorces in my previous life where I practiced all the time. And I really had to grow into that role because it wasn't in my nature. I was raised by a Chinese doctor. I was raised to always do the right thing, be a good girl, toe the line, do the right thing, do everything I'm supposed to. So it really didn't come naturally to me to stand up to people and be in their face and be part of, that whole world of conflict. A lot of people don't like conflict. I'm definitely one of those too. And so for me, it's always kind of takes me aback when people are immediately able to get right into conflict. And narcissists thrive on conflict. That gives them narcissistic supply. They love to get people going and they love to goad people. They rile people up. I've never been that type of a person. In fact, I'm always shocked when people do that to me, where they immediately just want to cut me off, or they immediately just want to say things that are fighting words or whatever, because that does not come naturally to me. That is not something that I would have normally ever done. I've always been a peacemaker. I've always been wanted to keep the peace. I've always been, even in my own family, I try to be the peacemaker. I joke that I'm a Libra. So, I like things balanced. I like everybody to be happy. So when I realized I was dealing with two different narcissists in my life, one in my business life and one in my family, I had to really figure out this personality type. And it was really, really hard. The hardest part for me is what I'm going to tell you, what the one thing was that I was dead wrong about. That is that I thought that I would be able to somehow keep the peace, keep good terms. And even in the business relationship that I had, I still thought, okay, even if we're parting company, we'll still be able to be on good terms. We'll always be able to at least be cordial to each other. And every time I've had to deal with a narcissist, I've tried this. And I actually just had to deal with this with somebody who was in my work organization this week, a narcissistic personality. And I tried very hard to say, let's not make each other wrong. Let's wish each other well. Let's continue to support each other and continue to lift each other up. And here's the thing that I was dead wrong about. You're not going to get that with a narcissist. You're not going to be able to wish each other well and go off in the sunset in your different directions and run into each other and still be for each other and have it all be good. There's no peaceful resolution when it comes to narcissists. There's no handshake and potentially continuing to have a friendship or something down the road in some relationship. There's no closure. You don't get that closure where you each say to each other, geez, I'm sorry it didn't go better. I could have done this better. I'm sure, I forgive this from you. I shouldn't have done this. You're not going to get that closure. You're just not. And it's so unsatisfying sometimes. Like, you just want to say, like, why do you have to make it like this? Why do you have to make it so difficult? Why do you have to scorch the earth on the way out? But that's what they need to do. They have to turn it into this thing, because with a narcissist, you're either for them or against them. And if you're against them, then you are public enemy number one. They have to feel like they're taking you down, and they need to get that supply from you one way or another. And there's no supply to be had in wishing each other well and just moving on with your lives. There's not. And so here's what I want to say to you. Stop trying. It's not going to work. It just gives them supply when you try to do that. And you don't want to give them an opportunity to jerk you around. So you're not going to get that closure. You're not going to get them to see you, see your value, see your side, see what you contributed, see how good you were to them. They don't care. All they see is that they're not getting supply anymore. They have to make you wrong. And if you agree with me on this, by the way, give me an agree in the comments below, because I know you guys have been dealing with this too, and I'm sure you have seen this. I do want to also mention that I have a whole video on my own story with narcissists. And so if you're interested in that, you can definitely go check that out. It's called, I don't normally share this, so you can check that out if you want to. But they want to make you public enemy number one. So they want to take you down first. They want to make sure that you look bad before anybody else makes them look bad. They want to continue to get some kind of supply out of you. So do yourself a favor, let go, stop trying. They will suck your soul. That's what they have to do. They are blood suckers. They're energy vampires. They have to, troll on down the road to find the next source of supply. And they're not going to give you the satisfaction that you want. Unfortunately, wishing them well doesn't give them anything. So let go of that idea. Let go of closure. Let go of thinking that you're going to be able to say goodbye on good terms. Unfortunately, it just doesn't happen with narcissists. And I really, really tried. Well, I'm going to actually say, I think there's actually a very fine line between being a doormat and trying to keep the peace. And that's another big lesson that I've learned in this whole thing. I thought that if I could just be kind enough, good enough, caring enough, that would be enough. And that even if there was an end to the relationship, that part of what I had done would be seen. But what I found was that a lot of times, if you don't call them out on their behavior, you don't allow them to, or you continue to allow them to treat you in a certain way, they just see that as you being a great source of supply, because you're not saying anything. You're allowing them to get away with their behavior, and you're continuing to give them attention, money, adulation, respect, whatever it is that you're giving them. And they just resent the fact that you're not continuing to give that to them anymore. They don't appreciate what you've already given them. So it's not going to happen. So stop trying. Just let go. Put your attentions toward people who actually deserve it. Wish them well and forgive them from afar. Just not for them, but for you, so that you don't carry around all that anger and resentment, because that's not going to serve you. You know, the old saying, like, carrying resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to feel the effects. So wish them well from afar and wipe them from the CPU of your life and move on. So with that said, if you're still negotiating with a narcissist or with anyone, grab my free Crush My Negotiation prep worksheet at winmynegotiation.com and join my free private Facebook group for support, because you're definitely going to need it. And that's Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung. And if you like this video, give it a like, share it, drop me a comment, let me know that you agree, or something else that you have found that you've been dead wrong about when it comes to narcissists. And make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. I'm Rebecca Zung. I am so glad that you're here. And remember that today's a great day to start negotiating your best life. You can do this. We can do this. All right. See you soon.